Please.
Election warrant ordered that the city clerk be directed to advertise meetings of the qualified voters of the city of Lynn to be held in several polling places designated by the warrant for the state primary election Tuesday, September 1, 2026, and the final election for November 3rd, 2026. The polls will be open at 7 a.m. and closed at 8 p.m. Votes will be cast for senator in Congress, governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, secretary of state, treasurer, auditor, representatives in Congress, councilor, senate, and general court, representatives in the general court for District 8, 9, 10, and 11, district attorney, and register of probate. Sample ballots for all wards and precincts will be available on the city website and the election office prior to viewing. The polling locations are as follows. Ward 1-1, Shoemaker School, 26 Resina Road. Ward 1-2, 2A, 3, and 4, Sisson School, 56 Conomo Ave. Ward 2 All, St. Pius Lower Church Hall, 215 Maple Street. Ward 3 All, Marshall Middle School, 100 Brookline Street. Ward 4 All, Harrington School, 21 Dexter Street. Ward 5 All, Lynn Tech Annex, 90 Commercial Street. Ward 6 All, Lynn Tech Fieldhouse, 80 Neptune Boulevard. Ward 7 All, Breed Junior High School, 90 Callahan Way. Additionally, early voting will be held in City Hall on the following dates. September 1, 2026 primary be between August 22nd and 28th. Saturday and Sunday, August 22nd, 23rd, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday, Friday, August 29th, September 2nd, during regular business hours. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8:30 to 4. Tuesday, and 8:30 to 8. And Friday, 8:30 to 12:30. November 3rd, 2026, final elections, October 17th through October 2026. Regular business hours during the week, and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on weekends.
Thank you, Clerk. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion is approved by Council Fields,
Second.
seconded by Council McLean. Is that a roll call?
We can do a roll call because this is required by the state.
Sorry, discussion? Council Fields.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have a question for the city clerk. Attorney Lamano, a couple meetings back, we discussed the city census. Is that going to play any role into the voter list this election season?
It will have no role with respect to whether an individual can or can't vote. In the next, either later this week or early next week, there'll be a voter in active mailing where people have an opportunity to respond to the census one final time. If you do not respond to that by the time of either early voting on the day of election, you would be declared inactive and you would have to show a photo ID or a utility bill in order to vote. I urge people to continue to send in the census form or come in and get a blank one, or even send an email to one of my staff saying there are no changes on the census if you can't locate the census, and you'll stay off the inactive. I can tell you as of last Thursday, there were 45,000 registered voters in the city of Lynn that did not fill out a census. Many of those may have moved out of the city. Many of those just have not realized that there is a consequence in not responding. But there will be a mailing giving all voters an opportunity for one further time. This is mandated by state law, not me as a new city clerk trying to make it harder to vote. If you miss 2 censuses in a row, state law says that you come off and haven't voted. If you vote, then you're not coming off the voting rolls. But if you haven't voted in 2 elections and you don't respond to 2 censuses, then you come off the voting rolls and does not even have an opportunity with a photo ID or a utility bill to be able to vote.
Is that just a state or is that nationwide?
This is just the state of Massachusetts.
Okay. So obviously for those that are working the polls, they'll be educated on this as far as...
They will have to have some
won't be too much
training because, absolutely, it's a great point. They will have to be trained. I have been told that there has been an inactive list in the past, so they're certainly familiar with the process, what you need to do if they come across a voter that's on an inactive list. But that being said, they've certainly never had this many inactives. So this will be something that we'll work with my staff on whether that needs additional poll workers to be of assistance on election day. This election, unlike in past years, is not the day after Labor Day. It's the Tuesday, first Tuesday of the month. So the voter turnout, I don't know what to expect. People are getting ready to go back to school, and a lot of people take vacations, and that's why we're lucky enough to have an early voting period to make sure people do have an opportunity to vote.
Yeah, and just this, with this being, for example, the 6th congressional open seat, the primary means more mean something. Obviously, this election cycle in our congressional district. Is there a notification going out to inform registered voters or those that are inactive about early voting as well? I know in the years past, people were calling us and reaching out to the clerk's office, the election office, to find out why they hadn't received a mail-in ballot yet. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, but I'd rather you clarify that they have to request that every election year. Is that still correct?
That is correct. If you have a permanent disability, there is a mechanism with some medical, supporting medical backup, that you could be on a permanent early voting absentee mailing list. But generally, it is every year you need to contact. And I can say I opened up the mail yesterday, and I received the first 3 early voting applications yesterday. I work with LCTV and Riley. They posted some important key dates. If they didn't do it yesterday, I had sent them the key dates. And we'll certainly use social media to get the word out about the opportunity to early vote, either through the mail or here in Lynn City Hall during that 1-week period and 2 weeks for the finals.
Yeah, maybe we can have a discussion with the mayor's office about a robocall
Yeah,
to announce that.
yeah, I think that would be great.
Thank you.
I know in past too, there was like banners and signs up in certain areas informing residents, so great point. Thanks, Councilor Fields.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Lamont.
Any other discussion?
I just do, I would like to
Yep, Councilman
add
McLean.
to that. Along outreach, I think that all of that information that was just provided, as far as being taken off the rolls, as far as making sure that you're a part of the census and you're filling out this information, like all of that could be put, like Attorney Lamanna, Clerk Lamanna was saying, on Facebook, Instagram, mailed out. I think all of this information is important to make sure our constituents are aware that their voting rights may be in jeopardy.
Absolutely. I will work with my staff to get that out, and perhaps if our office takes the lead, the councilors can share that link with their followers as well, to get the word out to as many people as possible.
Yeah, perfect. And I think really important too to add on the official City of Lynn Facebook pages and stuff as well, besides ours. But there is a motion. Any other discussion? Seeing no other discussion, roll call, please.
Chairman Avery.
Yes.
Council Field.
Yes.
Council McLean.
Yes.
Council Paez, absent. Council Lapierre. Absent. Council President Ellensug.
Yes.
Council Major Madre.
Yes.
Unanimous vote of the committee.
Thank you. Other business. Is there any other business? I do have one item, if that's okay. Clerk, I know we already spoke about this. I received an email as the chair of this subcommittee regarding accessibility at voting machines for the blind voters. Based on numerous complaints that I received, some accessibility voting machines were not working properly, and some polls workers were not trained. I know that we've already spoke, and you reassured us that folks would be retrained and machines would be checked, and I appreciate everything you've done so far to ensure that accessibility is taken into consideration and important for the next election. So thank you.
Absolutely. And just to add, as one of my many hats I wear in the city clerk, I'm also the Title II ADA coordinator, and I will work with the Disability Commission as well to be part of the training for any disability-related voting issues that may come up. And if you as council, as a member of the public, hear of complaints, this will be my first election come September 1st. Please feel free to pick up the phone, and we will work hard to address those.
Perfect. Thank you. Any other business?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion made to adjourn by Councilor Fields,
Second.
seconded by Councilor McLean. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Good, how you doing? So you,
I think he's here. Okay, good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you to the inaugural meeting for the City Council's Women and Gender Equity Committee. I first want to thank our Council President, Coco Allen Sung, for establishing this committee and for entrusting me with the responsibility of serving as its chair. I appreciate the confidence placed in me, and I look forward to working with my colleagues and members of our community. The committee was created because the experiences, challenges, and contributions of women and people of all gender identities deserve thoughtful attention and meaningful discussion. Our goal is not simply to react to issues as they arise, but to better understand them, learn from experts and community members, and identify ways the City Council can be more informed, effective partner in promoting equity throughout our city. Women's health, economic opportunity, public safety, access to resources, and gender equity all have a direct impact on the well-being of our community. Likewise, understanding the experiences of LGBTQ+ residents, particularly our young people, helps ensure that every person in Lynn feels seen, respected, and supported. I envision this committee as a place for learning, listening, and collaboration. Throughout the year, I hope to invite organizations, advocates, healthcare professionals, educators, and community leaders to share their expertise and help us better understand the issues affecting our residents. By hearing directly from those doing this work every day, we can become better informed as policymakers and better equipped to serve our community. Tonight is an important first step in that process. I want to thank the Essex County Commission on the Status of Women for joining us and for sharing their work and data. I believe their presentation will help provide valuable context as we begin identifying priorities for this committee moving forward. My hope is that this committee serves as a bridge between the City Council and organizations and residents who are working every day to advance equity, improve health outcomes, and expand opportunities throughout our community. So with that being said, I would like to bring Ariana Contreras to the podium.
you want to do a quick roll call?
I'm sorry. Roll call.
Chairwoman McLean.
Present.
Council President Ellensug.
Present.
Council Major Madre.
Present.
Councilor Net, absent. Council Pires.
Present.
Excellent. Thank you.
Ariana, you're going to stand right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having us today. It's an honor to be here on the inaugural meeting of this
Right, the
committee.
very first.
And kudos to you all for implementing this. I'm going to go over three things, which is who is the Essex County Commission on the Status of Women, what do we do, our work in the community, and how we interact with women across Essex County and in Lynn. And then the third thing will be how you all can take action and be a partner of Essex County Commission on the Status of Women and how we can support this committee as well. So I'm excited to share with you about the Essex County Commission on the Status of Women. We are a group of volunteers as part of a sub-regional commission that is a bigger state commission carved out for very similar reasons as this committee. So to focus on the issues really pertaining to women and girls, focusing on the things that disproportionately affect women, and advocating for them. A lot of our advocacy right now is centered on working with our state senators and our state reps So it's really great to be able to meet city councils, to meet local politicians, to be able to advocate for women and girls on a smaller scale, but maybe a more impactful scale. So we do a lot of community work. We do listening circles. I live in Gloucester, Massachusetts, so I did a listening circle at the Senior Center where we talked with women who have lived in the community a long time and found a really recurring pattern of things that they would love to address with their representatives, and we were able to bring that back to our legislative meeting in May. We have ran similar listening circles in Methuen, Lawrence, as well as Wenham. So I would love the opportunity to do one here in Lynn. That would be a wonderful call to action for you all to be able to have us host one of those events. But we do that so we can get to know women and their issues in the community. We also table at events. We get to know people through community-based events. We were just at the Hawk 5K a month ago, and we were able to meet women, talk about what it's like here in Essex County as a woman, perhaps as a woman with intersecting identities. I know Councilwoman just mentioned LGBTQ identities, which is something that came up in our survey results that I'll talk about later as well. So we're basically here to be a very sub-regional representation of what is happening for women in Essex County and bring that to the state level, bring that and come to other regional commissions to be able to discuss best practices, how we can engage the community, how we can engage elected officials on local levels as well as state levels. So that's who we are. And I'm here today to share a little bit about two initiatives that the Essex County Commission on the Status of Women run. So one of these is the Ginsburg Initiative, which is our girls initiative, where young high school girls join us and they're able to work on a semester-long project or a year-long project focusing on gender equity, gender resources, and women's empowerment. So I have just shared a magazine with the councilwoman who can pass it around for you all. So you can take a look, but the girls created this totally on their own. A very impressive resource for women and girls in Essex County, focusing on community resources, mental health and wellness, and other tools that young women can use in this society we live in today, where it is very difficult for a lot of young women and women with intersecting identities. And this is another one of the calls to action that we can discuss a little bit later too. We would love to be introduced to your local high schools to recruit girls to join the Ginsburg Initiative. We run a summit as well. The state runs it in the spring, and that is the Girls Empowerment Leadership Summit. And girls are able to come together for this one day, and they're able to work on similar projects, hear speakers, come together, and connect with girls from across the state. So I would love to see Lynn represented there. We're also able to provide transportation and stipends to help with people getting to those types of events. So I think awareness is a very important thing for us today, too. So our Ginsburg Girls, like I mentioned, is that committee of young women, and they do wonderful work, and I would love to have more representation from Lynn in particular. I'd be really excited about that. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is a community survey we did, and this will be another thing we can talk about your support for, is disseminating this survey the next time we do it. We released this survey for about 6 to 8 months, and we were able to gather up responses. I am 100% sure that these responses are not going to be anything new or shocking to you as issues that face women and girls in Essex County. Our number one issue was economic security, and I think that's also reflected in an event I was just at, the state of Essex County, where there was data surrounding the income and average wages in Essex County lagging behind the rest of the state at a staggering rate. as well as our super high cost of living and our high cost of housing here in the North Shore, in Essex County, and in Lynn. So I'm sure that's not something that surprises you, but it also compounds for women when it comes to the cost of childcare being an impact on their economic security, when it comes to situations like domestic violence and how that ties in with a high rate of facing homelessness. In our survey, that was a very anecdotal experience, as well as job insecurity due to harassment or discrimination. So because of all these intersecting things happening, the economic security of women in Essex County was the #1 issue. The second issue after that was most mentioned was healthcare. And the third was reproductive care and reproductive health access, which I think are very tied in with each other. And right now, as we see cuts to the Affordable Care Act, we see threats to women's reproductive health rights, maybe not in our state necessarily, but just on a broader scale. Women are very concerned about it. And we heard about things like that too from community members, the inaccessibility of healthcare, the cost of healthcare, and of course, this also intersects and ties in with economic security. So not surprising in the least that these are the top issues. Some of the other issues that came up were food insecurity. I'm going to pull up my data on this just to be able to elaborate a little bit better, because when we asked about food insecurity, it was not 73% of the respondents did not say that they had food insecurity, but in a secondary question surrounding kind of habits and access to food, we determined that they could potentially be food insecure without kind of identifying as being food insecure, where they rely on community members, family members, friends, or maybe the workplace to get one or more meals for themselves or their families. I'm sure you all are not surprised by that in the least as well, but it does disproportionately affect women who are heads of household, who are mothers, who are single mothers. And some more data that I would love to bring up are the protection of LGBTQ identities and rights. I know Councilwoman was sharing about how this intersecting identity will be addressed on this council, and also people's rights to vote. So I know you were just having your voting meeting or voting access meeting right before this. Very timely, especially with that SAVE Act coming in. We heard that in our meetings with the women at the senior center, as well as other meetings, that they were concerned about protecting their right to vote because they've been married for 40 years or more and have a different name than on their birth certificate, and the threats that they won't be able to access and exercise their right to vote. But overall, I think the biggest thing that is a great first step is that you all are here, that you all are welcoming organizations like the Essex County Commission on the Status of Women, and that you're here to listen, learn, and try to be proactive rather than reactive. I think that's a very key part in our current situation that will be beneficial for a lot of people. So, I'm just going to go on to my calls to action, which I already briefly mentioned, that I would love for you all to take. And the first one is to share the Essex County Commission on the Status of Women with your constituents, with the Lynn community. We are seeking 2 additional commissioners, and your committee chair was a former commissioner, so that's how she was able to reach out to us and make this connection, which is wonderful. I think also inviting us to events. We are able to table at events, at community events. We have a couple commissioners here in Lynn, so we would love to be more incorporated in this community. Another way will be to have our Ginsburg initiative shared with local schools, with both public and private schools. That is open to girls age 14 to 20. So we could even talk with the North Shore Community College as well, which has a campus here in Lynn that's gorgeous and that I love. and get girls involved in that way. We will also be more than happy to share any opportunities for girls in this community to be able to attend things like that Girls Empowerment Leadership Summit in the future. So I think this is a great first step for us to be able to come together and support women and girls in Lynn. And finally, my last call to action is the next time we have a survey, for it to be shared out on your website, in emails, on social media, so we can get more insights. I will say that a majority of our survey results from this survey I'm referencing and that I will share with all of you through email were from Salem, and then second from Gloucester, and third from Ipswich. So obviously not the largest communities. I think Lynn is one of the larger communities here. So we would love to have more data, more conversations, more connections here in Lynn, and be able to really get a voice for your wonderful women and girls. This is a wonderful community, and I'm glad to be here to make connections with you all today.
Councilor Allenson.
Thank you, Chairwoman McLean. So your presence here is perfect because Lynn is the largest and the biggest city in
Essex County.
And for having this conversation is really important for us because it's not properly engaged. You're obviously very well versed with your role, and thank you for your commitment and your time because this is all voluntary. Just a few questions and maybe just a very brief answers because my colleagues might have other clarifications. So you mentioned you are affiliated with the status of women in the state, or is there any other subcommittee, just like the Essex Committee, compared with other districts out within Massachusetts?
Yes, so there is a larger organization, the Massachusetts Commission on the Status of Women, that focuses on the entirety of the state and advocating for the entire state. And I think maybe, 15 years ago, they said, well, that's great, but there's so many women across the state and so many different areas with so many different challenges. I'm sure we have pretty similar challenges to a lot of counties around us, like Middlesex and other similar counties, but they decided to create a regional commission so that way we could be on the ground in the community. And I know I love my community of Gloucester, and I know so many people, and just having conversations in the street and being able to know my neighbors, know their concerns, know the people in my community, and then bring that back in a more informal way is very valuable.
We will help you spread out information about some events and projects you have, but for Ginsburg, have you reached out to local organizations like Girls Inc., Boys and Girls Club, NAGLI, and all of those? I mean, we have our own reach too, as far as our community and our wards are concerned, but these are also organizations that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. They're there already and have the same mission regardless. Number two, as far as the survey, what is your next step of your survey? I mean, those are very vital information. So are you going to advocate for it or share, or what would be your next move?
So that's what I'm doing here today, is using this survey data to communicate with you all some of the issues that are very top of mind for women in Essex County. I do have an 8-page PDF I'm more than happy to email to all of you. And we did use this data and this survey in a meeting in May with all of our Essex County representatives, state senators, as well as state representatives, and gave them the information in order for them to inform their decision-making and prioritize their legislative priorities.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chairwoman McLean.
Absolutely. So there's 11 other commissions on the status of women across the state, and then they report to Massachusetts Commission on the Status of Women. And as Ariana said, they do have legislative breakfasts and legislative events where they share the data and things like that with, state reps, and it's a pretty awesome organization. I was very happy to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Awesome work being done. Do any of the other counselors? Go ahead.
Thank
Councilwoman
you,
Jimenez.
Madam Chairwoman. Ariana, I just wanted to thank you for coming here today, and thank you just for everything that you do. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Councilor Pius.
Similarly, thank you for sharing what you're doing. One question that I have for the Ginsburg Ginsburg program, is there an
Yes.
age requirement, or who are the people that are normally enrolled into that program?
That's a wonderful question. So it is ages 14 to 20. Right now, we have all girls from Essex Tech High School who are maybe juniors. We had one senior. So our girls are aging out and moving on to, college or university or their next steps. And then we do have one girl from Rockport High School in it. So also diversifying the backgrounds and areas of Essex County that those girls come from is a huge priority for us this next Ginsburg Initiative cycle in the fall.
And then similarly, and within requirements for that, just thinking about families with like mixed statuses, et cetera, are there other requirements that they need to fulfill other than being from the Essex County in general?
No, there's no other requirement. I don't even think we would ask something like that. That's not data I would feel comfortable even storing, so.
Thank you. And I guess another question similarly to Councilor Allensug is, in partnership with other organizations that are here for this data gathering, do you collaborate amongst them to figure out like what is information that would be valuable to them? I'm thinking more specifically to the We Rise program at Center Board, really thinking about just sex trafficking amongst younger women in the community and how that's a really big problem here in the city of Lynn, and how that's being exacerbated in different capacities that I feel like a commission like this could lean more insight into.
We don't. So that's a great reason also to come have a conversation with you all for these ideas to be able to connect. We work really grassroots, I suppose, flexing on our own networks, flexing on our own connections, as well as having like people in the community who can represent their community. So for example, I live in Gloucester, so I do a lot in Cape Ann and in Gloucester itself. We have commissioners in Lawrence and Lynn, and that's really the importance of having like women all across Essex County. But I do really look forward to making more connections like that. I do work in the nonprofit space in my day job, so I'm really excited for all these ideas. And I think also being here with you all, we primarily focus on talking with our state reps and state senators who, while they do have, ownership of Essex, not ownership, but like there are representatives. They're there for us, right? So they do want to listen to us. They do want to hear from the Essex County Commission on the Status of Women, as well as Essex County residents. But you all are even more approachable, even more accessible, and more grassroots and on the ground, and you know what's going on in your community and how we can support and how you can inform us to inform them as well, and we can all work together.
Thank you so much, Rachel.
Yeah, thank
Again, thank you, Ariana, for coming. I brought you here today so that we could open these doors up and make sure that the Essex County Commission on the Status of Women has a bigger footprint in the city of Lynn, and that we can, provide these types of data and these types of opportunities to the women and girls in our community specifically. So I'm happy that you're able to come. I know at this moment, there's an internship for the Massachusetts Commission on the Status of Women. Do you know anything about that, or can you send us some information that we could share with the girls in our community so that they could be taking advantage of that internship? And is the Ginsburg a stipend? Is there a stipend with that, or is it also a volunteer opportunity?
Yes, thank you. So the Massachusetts Commission on the Status of Women does have an opening for an internship as well as a paid position. So I'm more than happy to share that and have someone from Lynn fill that role. And for the Ginsburg Initiative, we don't have a stipend for the high school girls. We do have a college intern for the Essex County Commission on the Status of Women. And she's from Lawrence and is in Merrimack College. So I do believe she'll be wrapping up, and we will be seeking a new intern next school year. So we would be more than happy to share that. That is a stipended position, the intern with the Essex County Commission on the Status of Women. The Ginsburg girls, it is a volunteer / extracurricular activity, so there's no stipend. However, the state, Massachusetts Commission on the Status of Women, is able to provide things like transportation and other things to make it more accessible. And that's also something I haven't really thought over too much, and that's something I can bring to them and ask maybe to make it even more equitable and more accessible to be able to provide some sort of competition for an after-school job wage or, part-time job or babysitting gig for young women or girls.
All right, well, thank you so much. Do we have any other questions for Ariana?
We should invite her again next time.
Thank you so much, Ariana.
Yeah, well, I would
I'll
love
give
to
you a hand
also
clap.
come back for my day job at Women's Money Matters, so I would love to join you
We
all
will
again.
definitely bring you back for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great organization.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. And what is the wish of the committee?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, adjourned. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to call the Utilities Committee meeting for July 7th, 2026 to order. Roll call, please.
Chairman Matul.
Present.
Councilor Net.
Present.
Councilor Paez.
Present.
Councilor Medjugorje.
Present.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Present.
Perfect.
have
Can
a
you
quorum.
please read the first item on the agenda?
First item on the agenda is petition of National Grid to install underground facilities on Shepherd Street, beginning at manhole number 24 and trenching to utility pole 70145-3 for approximately 341 feet that will provide fiber service to substation Lynn number 21.
Do we have anyone from National Grid here that can speak about this? Please come to the podium. State your name, address for the record.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Roman Rusin, National Grid Telecom Engineering Department.
Can you tell us a little bit about this real quick, if you don't mind? Just get closer to the mic or speak a little louder.
We have a critical infrastructure, Lynn 21, located on the 70 Marine Boulevard, and what we're trying to bring a private fiber cable to our critical assets in order to increase the resiliency. To make a stronger system. Unfortunately, we have to cross Linway, which is major artery, and we did a manhole survey. We already have a pass from Shepherd at Alley Street all the way down to our station, and unfortunately, we have to do a small dig. Underground civil in order to install a conduit, in order to get from overhead into underground, into the underground conduit system. So what I'm asking you guys, if you could allow us to do about 20 feet dig from pole to the closest manhole 24, I believe, which would give us a consecutive pass to get into to our station.
All right. Councilor Hogan, I believe this is your ward. Do you have any questions? Or
I reviewed this here. This is very important. This is, like you said, coming from the substation, going across to Shepherd Street. So I'm familiar with this project, and I'm okay with it.
Does the council have any more questions or comments? Does the committee? What is the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Chairman Matul.
Yes.
Councilor Net.
Yes.
Council Paez.
Yes.
Council Medjugorje.
Yes.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Yes.
Unanimous vote of the committee, Mr. Chairman.
That motion passes then. Can you please read the second item on the agenda, please?
Second item on the agenda is a petition of Verizon to place two 4-inch conduits approximately 260 feet in the northeasterly direction from the existing conduit to the southerly side of Hanson Street and existing pole P25 on the northerly side of Hanson Street. And also to place two 4-inch conduits approximately 30 feet in an easterly direction from a replaced manhole located on the northerly side of Hanson Street to existing conduit located on the northerly side of Hanson Street. This petition is necessary to accommodate 780 Linway. Council Hogan's ward.
I believe we have somebody from Verizon to speak about that. Can you please state your name and your address for the record?
First name Alexander, last name Marrero, Marrero, 17 Cross Street, Marlborough, Massachusetts. employ Pike, P-I-K-E, Telecom Renewables LLC, an authorized contractor for Verizon New England Incorporated. We're speaking about this petition in front of you this evening on behalf of Verizon. Verizon is hereby petitioning to, in this case, occupy existing conduit placed along Hanson Street and to occupy one handhold and conduit placed along Hanson Street. This is being requested by Verizon on behalf of the developers of 810 Lynn Way, who have requested that the existing aerial facilities located on Hanson Street be relocated to the underground.
This is Councilor Hogan's word. Do you have any questions, Councilor?
Yes, I do. This is being done on Hanson Street. Now, this is underground work?
Correct.
All right, now, Hanson Street's being repaved anytime now. Is this going to be done before the repavement?
So the conduit's already in place, so we will not be digging up the street at this time.
All right, so you will not disturb when the new pavement goes down. You're good. You're going to get all the work done now, so you don't have to rip back through it.
Correct.
All right, I got no problem then.
Just for the record, it will be done before the repaving gets done.
So it's already underground.
It's already been done, sir.
Oh, okay. What is the wish of the committee?
Public hearing, right?
Motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion been made by Councilor Hogan, second by Councilor Paz. Roll call, please.
Chairman Matul.
Yes.
Council Net.
Yes.
Council Pires.
Yes.
Council Medjimedri.
Yes.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Yes.
Unanimous vote of the committee.
All right. Next item on the agenda.
This is a petition of Verizon to place a new 2-inch conduit approximately 106 feet in the northwesterly direction from the existing pole P52/4 to the intersection of Pierce Road and Ocean Street, then turning in a northeasterly direction to a proposed handhole which will be located at the property line of 104 Ocean Street. The petition is necessary to accommodate services at 104 Ocean Street.
Alexander Pike Telecom Verizon contractor. Verizon is petitioning to place one new 4-inch conduit from existing pole 4 over to a new handhold to be placed in front of 104 Ocean. This is being requested in order to remove an existing aerial facilities that go over two Payers Road and 6 Payers Road. Existing facilities were determined to be trespassing.
This is Ward 3. Council President, do you have any questions? I know you're in the room, so. No? Does the committee have any questions? No? What is the wish of the committee?
Just clarify, so for Ocean Street, are you also paving for that project?
Come again?
For the connection, are you also paving on Ocean Street?
So all work is to take place on the sidewalk, so the sidewalk will be removed and replaced with like for like, basically.
Okay, and how long is that expected to take?
It should be about 3 weeks.
3 weeks. And will there be adequate signage on Ocean Street? It's just a somewhat major corridor, so I want to make sure that folks have access to.
Are you requiring us to do a traffic plan?
That would be preferred.
Okay. If it's the wish of the committee to add a traffic plan as a condition of approval, then we can do a traffic plan.
Thank you, I would appreciate that. Does the rest of the committee agree for a traffic plan on Ocean Street?
That's fine.
You can make a motion with.
I'll make a motion to approve with a
with
traffic plan.
stipulations, yep. I would need a motion, though.
Yeah, so I would like to make a motion to approve with the stipulation of a traffic plan for Verizon.
Second.
All right, roll call, please. Motion with stipulations?
Motion with stipulations, Chairman Matul.
Yes.
Council Net.
Yes.
Council Pires.
Yes.
Council Medjimedri.
Yes.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Yes.
Motion passes
All
unanimously.
right, motion passes with stipulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have any new business?
No other new business.
All right, what is the motion of the committee?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Councilor Hogan, right?
Good afternoon. I would like to call the Public Property and Parks Committee meeting of Tuesday, July 7, 2026 to order. Roll call, please.
Chairman Matul.
Present.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Present.
Councilor LaPierre, absent. Councilor Medri Madre.
Present.
Councilor Avery.
Present.
We have a quorum, so
We have a quorum.
please read the first item in the agenda.
Order that the Lynn City Council authorize the mayor to execute a deed for the sale of the property located at 78 Rockdale Avenue to Patrick Hebe and Kevin O'Neill, the highest bidders in response to the city's request for proposals number 03637. Said deed shall be drafted by the Law Department. Further order that the mayor be authorized to execute any and all documents necessary by the Law Department to accept and effectuate the above referenced sale.
Does the committee have any questions? What is the wish of the committee?
Make a motion to approve?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Matul.
Yes.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Yes.
Council LaPierre, absent. Councilor Medri Madre.
Yes.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Unanimous vote of the committee, Mr. Chairman.
All right, so that motion passes. Do we have any other new business?
No other business that I'm aware of.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second? Motion to adjourn? Do we have a second?
Second.
Perfect. Motion, meeting adjourned.
I would like to call the Council Appointment Subcommittee for July 7, 2026 to order, please. Mr. Clerk, could you please read the roll call?
Roll call. Chairwoman Medri Madre.
Present.
Council Vice President Hogan, absent. Councilor Matul.
Present.
Councilor Paez, absent. Councilor Avery.
Present.
Councilor Field.
Present.
Great. Mr. Clerk, anything? What's on the schedule for today? The agenda?
One item on the agenda tonight, discussion regarding the one opening council representative to the Lynn Water and Sewer Commission, where interviews were held 2 weeks ago tonight.
Great, thank you. I just would like to say before we start, just that I want to thank everybody for applying for this opening. I appreciate all the candidates for coming in and coming to interview. And there were a lot of really great candidates, and just want to put that out there and say thank you for your time. Discussion, Councilor Avery.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chairwoman. I want to echo what you said. Each and every candidate came before us, and I want to thank each and every one of those candidates. After reviewing the applicants, there's a few that stuck out, but there's one that I would like to nominate. I'll make a motion to nominate J. John Walsh as the next Water and Sewer Commissioner.
Second.
Motion has been made by Councilor Avery and seconded by Councilor Field. Discussion?
Discussion is appropriate.
Councilor Field.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Again, I want to just second what your comments are. I appreciate everybody taking the time and being here to interview. It's an important position. It's a difficult appointment. All the candidates that applied have extremely qualified to lead as a commissioner, and I just want to thank them all for applying.
Thank you, Councilor Field. Any other comments?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I also want to thank all the candidates that came in before the council, before the committee. All of them are very super qualified to do this job. And I want to thank them for taking their time to apply. And I'm going to be voting for Carmen.
That's fine.
Any? Councilor Paez?
Similarly, I would like to thank everyone who has applied for this position, not just for the first time around, but also for the second time around, really showing commitment towards the community and wanting to be a part of it and sharing other abilities that they have within that the city could benefit from. I would like to echo that there have been a lot of candidates with a range of different abilities and things from us to learn from. I agree that former Councilor Jay Walsh is a phenomenal candidate because of his knowledge within the community and how these processes work. But I think there are also other candidates that have things to add to the commission. For example, Councilor Obed had mentioned a recommendation for Carmen Muriosana Martinez, who is also really involved in the community, but not only involved in the community, has a level of educational expertise that could be lended into this role. And when I think about the commission in general and what's currently there, what's lacking, and how we can better have a more functioning water and sewer system in comparison to the issues that we currently see. One is obviously the influx of different projects that we've asked our applicants about. Many of them are educated on them. But then there's also issues around what does financing look like, and at this point in time, there doesn't seem to be someone with that financial accounting experience to restructure what that looks like and where we want to innovate so that we can offload some of those pressures from our taxpayers onto other streams. So for that reason, I would lean closer towards Jennifer James, who has very much spoken about those public-private opportunities, who is also a systems thinker and how other opportunities do connect. But again, echoing what everyone has said, there have been really phenomenal candidates in this pool and the last. So whoever is picked or isn't picked, happy to have them serve in a different capacity.
Thank you. So there's been a motion, it's been seconded. It's roll call for the first motion, for the motion, only motion on the floor.
Yep. Defer to the law department, but I believe that's appropriate.
Yes.
Roll call.
Chairwoman Medri Madri.
I'm sorry, before you start the roll call, what is the roll call for the motion that Councilor Avery did?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, John J. Walsh.
Council Vice President Hogan, absent. Councilor Matul.
No.
Councilor Paez.
No.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes, Walsh.
3 votes in the affirmative, that would pass
You
this.
didn't get the chairwoman.
That motion passes.
Yeah, sorry.
Correct.
That's 3-2, does it pass?
Correct.
To full
Out
council?
of this committee, correct.
3-2 does pass or does not?
It does pass.
Does pass.
Majority of the full commission.
Correct.
Thank you.
Any,
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
that motion, so it's been, yeah. We're adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks.
I'd like to call the licensing committee meeting for Tuesday, July 7th to order. Roll call, please.
Chairman Field.
Present.
Councilor Net.
Present.
Councilor Avery.
Present.
Councilor Medjimedre.
Present.
Councilor Vice President Hogan.
Present.
You have a quorum, Mr. Chairman.
Excellent. We also have interpretation services here, or anybody that should need that. Begin with new taxi operators.
First new taxi operator, Elvin Guerrero, 12 Brookline Avenue.
Mr. Guerrero? Mr. Guerrero? You're Elvin Guerrero? Okay, what's the wish of the committee?
Motion
We have
approved.
a motion to approve.
Seconded.
Second. Any discussion or questions? None, all in favor?
Aye.
I oppose. That license has been granted and is ready right now in the clerk's office.
Yep.
Thank you.
Second item under taxi operators, new Julio Zaccaria, 36 Rock Avenue.
Julio Zaccaria? You're here? Mr. Zaccaria? See?
Make a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second. Any discussion or questions? None. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That license is granted, and it's ready right now in the clerk's office. Thanks, Berta.
Next item, taxi, which was tabled from the June 23rd, 2026 meeting, Miguel Jimenez, 16 Riverside Court, Saugus, Massachusetts.
Mr. Jimenez is here. Thank you for being here. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
Seconded.
Motion to approve. Second. Any discussion? None. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That license is also granted, and it's ready right now in the clerk's office on the first floor. Thank you. Second floor.
Next item on the agenda is a public hearing pursuant to Massachusetts law auto body repair, flammable license renewal, increase the storage capacity to 36,000 gallons at 760 Summer Street, AI Prime, Energy Consultants, Inc.
I'm going to open the public hearing for those to speak in favor of the new flammable.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm Attorney Vitale. I represent AL Prime.
Thank you.
This is the last step in the modernization and renovation of the station, self-service station at 760 Summer Street. The increased capacity would be beneficial not only for the applicant but for the neighborhood. It means fewer deliveries during the week because of the increased capacity. That would benefit, I think, not only the proprietors but the neighborhood, and I would hope that the council would act favorably on our request.
Thank you, Attorney Vitale. If you'll just have a seat, if there's any further questions from anyone. Would anyone else like to speak in favor? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Seeing none, that part of the hearing is closed. Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? Seeing none, I close the hearing. What's the wish of the committee? Councilor Avery?
Yeah, I got to speak with Attorney Vitale and the entire team at El Prime. We had some neighbors that were concerned about other issues. They've been addressed, and we'll continue addressing those. As Attorney Vitale said, by increasing these tanks are less trucks traveling to and from up Summer Street to this location. With that being said, I would like to make a motion to approve.
Motion to
Second.
approve. Second. Any further discussion? None. Roll call, please. Attorney Lamanna.
Chairman Field,
Yes.
Councilor Net,
Yes.
Councilor Avery,
Yes.
Councilor Medjugorje,
Yes.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Next item on the agenda, Class 2 auto dealer, auto body, auto repair, next, it's a renewal, it's a transfer, 64 Bennett Street, Radicki Motors LLC, new owner is Christopher Figueroa.
What's the wish of the committee? Thank you. What's the wish of the committee?
Ward
Hogan?
6, I spoke to Mr. Figueroa, and I'm welcoming him as a new business owner, and I'd like to make a motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve by Council Vice
Seconded.
President Hogan, seconded by Councilor Avery. Any discussion or questions for the new owner? None. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? That license for transfer has been approved.
Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck.
Next up are extended hour renewals. These were two that were tabled to the 6/23/26 meeting. First up is 65 Boston Street, CVS Pharmacy, 24 hours.
Anybody wishing to represent CVS Boston Street, please come to the podium, state your name and your position with the firm.
Hey, good afternoon. My name is Alejandro Reyes, last name Reyes. Here representing CVS Pharmacy, 65 Boston Street.
What's your position there?
Store manager.
Store manager, okay. Any questions for the gentleman?
Defer to the chairman.
Okay. Store's open 24 hours, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And is there any policy for your employees or insurance that prevents any of the employees to assist in cleaning up, addressing any needs outside of the facility after a certain period of time? Or are they able to go outside 24 hours a day? Say if there's a trash barrel that's overflowing, are they able to address that concern 24 hours a day?
Typically check primarily throughout the day and nighttime in case barrels are overflowing.
Yeah, but there's no rules that you have or insurance that does not allow them to go outside at any time, correct?
No, correct.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? What's the wish of the committee?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion to
Second.
approve, second. Any discussions or questions for the gentleman? None, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? That license is granted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Second extended hour and renewal, 364 Linway Crazy Buzzies, Monday to Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. to 10 p.m., Thursday, Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 3 a.m., and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 10 p.m.
All right. And come to the podium, state your name and your position or title with the firm.
Good evening, everybody. My name is NNG Lavkesh. I'm the owner of the Crazy Buzzy Roast Beef. We are trying to extend the hours on Thursday as the public demand. So a lot of customers are asking to open on Thursday, and we already have the hours for Friday and Saturday until 3 in the morning.
And that's takeout only, not dining room, or is it dining room as well? Say again? Is the dining room open till 3 a.m.?
No, that's closed at 1.
Closes at 1?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Councilor Hogan?
They're already approved. You're already approved for Thursdays. You have already been approved.
I got a call from clerk's office, and they were asking me to.
This is the renewal?
This is a renewal, so we already have you down for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That was an original order for the original owners. So this is just a renewal, which we'll make a motion to approve it. All right. We haven't had any real issues down there, crazy buzzy, so it's been successful for the business. So
Councilor Hogan, you want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve
Second.
Motion.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yep, that's what it's listed here.
Yep.
We have a motion to approve the renewal by Council Vice President Hogan, seconded by Councilor Meji-Madry. Any further questions or discussions for the owner of Crazy Buzzies?
Keep making great cheesesteaks.
Keep making great cheesesteaks.
Don't cook your beef so much.
Oh,
Roast beef.
these questions?
I'll work on that. Thank you. Have a good one.
Okay, what's the, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We approve those extended hours, and those beefs will not be overcooked.
Take care.
The next few items on the agenda are all renewals. We'd like to take them as a whole, Mr. Chairman.
What's the wish of the committee?
Take them as a whole, please.
Seconded.
We have a seconded. Any discussion on any of those renewals? None, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Those licenses for renewal are all approved.
We have one canning request from Lynn High School class of 2027, August 1 and 2 of calendar year 2026.
What's the wish of the committee? Councilor Hogan.
Can you call the president up to the podium?
Mr. President?
Right there,
Please
yeah.
come to this podium, state your name and your title of the class of 2027.
My name is Cameron Burton. I am the class president at Lynn English High School.
All right, thank you, Cameron. Does anybody have any questions for the president of the class of 2027 for Lynn English High School?
Cameron, did you notice was on the agenda?
I did not know this was on the agenda.
And you were in the building,
Surprise.
so you got to come up. There you go.
It was perfect, yes.
And I'll make a motion to approve.
We have
I'll
a motion
second it.
to approve by Council Vice President Hogan. It has been seconded by Westland Councilor of Ward 7, Councilor Avery. Any other questions or discussion from the Ward 4 council that represents part of Lynn English community? I think where Cameron and his family live in Ward 4.
No, thank
Go
you.
Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs.
Yeah.
All right. How about we take a roll call on this one?
Roll call.
Cameron's first meeting. So for those just following at home, Cameron's one of our interns this summer, so he's assisting Councilor Matul and Councilor McLean and all of us here on the council. This is his first meeting in attendance, so we wish to shepherd him to see what we do here on the council, and just so happens to be that he's here representing his class of 2027 at the same time. So you're killing two birds with one stone today, Cam. So let's do a roll call for Cameron.
Chairman Field.
Yes.
Councilor Net.
Yes.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Meji-Madry.
Yes.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Yes.
And we have a unanimous vote to approve those canning dates for August 1st and 2nd. Good luck. We'll see you out there in the streets.
Thank you.
All right, be safe. Any other business?
No other business.
What is the wish of our committee?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We're adjourned. Do you need that?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Ways and Mean Committee meeting. Today is Tuesday, July 7, 2026. Mr. Clerk, I call the meeting to order. Please roll call.
Sure. Chairman Net.
Present.
Council President Allensug. Present. Councilor Field.
Present.
Councilor Avery.
Present.
Councilor Matul.
Present. Perfect attendance.
Could you please read transfer, financial transfer?
No transfers this evening, Mr. Chair.
No, okay, certified, please.
Certified funds, $54,191.60 to the Lynn Health Department to fully fund the FY26 formula grant.
Motion to approve.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Net.
Yes.
Council President Allensug.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Matul.
Yes.
$250,000 to the City of Lynn Planning Department to fund the FY27 TDI Equity Project.
Motion to approve.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Net.
Yes.
Council President Allensug.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Matul.
Yes.
$100,000 to the Lynn Health Department for the FY27 Regional Mobility Manager Community Transportation Coordinator Grant Project.
Motion to approve.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Net.
Yes.
Council President Allensug.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Matul.
Yes.
$70,000 to Lynn Police Department to fund the FY27 Behavioral Health Intervention Program Grant.
Motion to approve.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Net.
Yes.
Council President Allensug.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Matul.
Yes.
$25,000 to Lynn Police Department for the FY27 Jail Diversion Program Grant.
Motion to approve.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Net.
Yes.
Council President Allensug.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Matul.
Yes.
$12,500 to the Lynn Health Department for the 2026 Healthy Summer Youth Jobs Grant Program.
Motion to approve.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Net.
Yes.
Council President Allensug.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Matul.
Yes.
$55,000 to the Lynn School Department from the Eastern Bank Foundation to support partnership with Cartwheel to remove mental health barriers to student success.
Motion approved.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Net.
Yes.
Council President Allensug.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Matul.
Yes.
$25,000 to the Lynn School Department from the Van Otterloo Family Foundation to support a partnership with Cartwheel to remove mental health barriers to student success.
Motion approved.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Net.
Yes.
Council President Allensug.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Matul.
Yes.
$520,000 to Lynn Library from the Robert Richard Alfo Revocable Trust to be used to promote and utilize the Lynn Public Library.
Motion approved.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Net.
Yes.
Council President Allensug.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Matul.
Yes.
So can you read the orders, please?
Ordered that the Lynn City Council hereby authorizes Honor the Mayor to enter into a contract on behalf of the Lynn Police Department with Allcom Technologies, Inc. Said contract will have a 5-year term from July 1, 2026 to June 30th, 2031, during which time Allcom Technologies shall provide communication systems maintenance for the LPT communications equipment. Further ordered, the mayor is authorized to execute any and all contracts, agreements, and amendments necessary to carry out the terms, purposes, and conditions of this contract.
Motion approved.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Net.
Yes.
Council President Allensug.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Matul.
Yes.
Any other business? Any emergency? Mr. Controller, no emergency? No. So what is the wish committee?
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Seconded. All in favor,
Meeting
sorry,
adjourned.
aye.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good evening. Today's date is July 7, 2026, our 13th regular meeting for this year, and the only one for the month of July. We are gathered here tonight for the purpose of conducting of any and all business for the City of Lynn. This meeting has been recorded and live on Lynn Community Television. Roll call, please, Mr. Clerk.
Councilor Avery.
Present.
Councilor Field.
Present.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Present.
Councilor LaPierre.
Present.
Councilor Matul.
Present.
Councilor McLean.
Present.
Councilor Meany. Present. Councilor Medjimadre.
Present.
Councilor Net.
Present.
Councilor Paez.
Present.
Council President Allenson.
Present. Thank you. I now request that everyone, if you're able, to please rise for a moment of silence and pledge of allegiance. Any special prayers from the councilors?
Mr. President, can we remember the family of Jerry Waldron and Donna McNulty?
Thank you, Councilor Field.
Mr. President, the Gateman family.
Thank you, Councilor Avery. Thank you. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I would like to acknowledge Cameron Burton, our new student intern. Cameron is an incoming senior at Lynn English High School and just got elected to the class president for the class of 2027. Cameron is supervised by Councilor Matul. I've seen him last Saturday with Councilor Matul walking around Ward 2, and now he's here getting to learn about politics and about city government, and hopefully we will have future city councilor or even city mayor in the future. So thank you, Cameron. We're here to mentor you, and thank you for your service to the city of Lynn. I would like the public to know that there are more interns in the pipeline. I know Councilor Paez and Councilor McLean has been talking with some of our interns. Our interns are non-paid. Let me repeat that. They're non-paid. They're here. This is like part of their summer job to learn about our work here at City Hall and at City Council. And they come here to gain experience and at the same time get mentored by us city councilors. Do we have citations, Mr. Clerk?
We do have one citation, Mr. President.
You have one citation. So I would like to request Councilor Field and Council Vice President Hogan to join me here. This is really an amazing story because last week one of our parking employees, Gary Yanko, responded to 2 overdoses in back-to-back days in public areas during his route. The first involved an unconscious gentleman in the Botham Street parking lot, and the second one was unconscious individual on Silsby Street. I just wanted to recognize Gary for his courage and willingness to respond during 2 very challenging situations. Overdoses are life-threatening, and his quick thinking saved 2 lives. This not only reflects the current landscapes of substance abuse use, but also the importance of recognizing the signs of an overdose and responding quickly. Some of our staff at City Hall have attended an overdose response training, and Gary exactly applied what he learned. On a personal note, this is very important to us as city councilors and as a city, that we recognize community members and residents of our city, but we also have amazing staff here at City Hall, and I'm glad we're doing this tonight. I would like to call our mayor. Oh, hi, Mayor. Thank you for joining us, Mayor. Let's give it up for Mayor Jared Nicholson.
I'm always a little ahead of schedule. Thank you so much, Council President, and to the council this evening for offering this citation. This is a proud moment, I think, for all of us in the city, and particularly those of us in city government who see the great work that Gary and the whole parking team does day in, day out, but also to see how Gary really rose to the occasion and when our fellow residents and humans needed him most. And we are, on behalf of the entire city, so grateful for your courage and quick thinking and ability to spring into action. And I have this official citation of the mayor's office that says, "Be it known that Mayor Jared C. Nicholson hereby extends his most sincere congratulations and his great appreciation to Gary Yanko in recognition of your outstanding actions in responding to 2 overdose emergencies on consecutive days. Your willingness to step forward in 2 life-threatening situations helped save 2 lives and reflects the highest level of dedication to public service and community safety. Thank you so much."
Thank you, Mayor Nicholson, and I have a citation from Council President Allensung, Vice President Hogan, and all councilors here. I'll read it. It reads, let it hereby be known the office of the Lynn City Council offers their sincerest congratulations to Gary Yanko in recognition of your compassion, quick thinking, and selflessness in providing assistance to 2 individuals you came across while working as a parking enforcement officer for the city of Lynn who had overdosed. Your courage and willingness to rush to the aid of these 2 individuals in need of immediate medical attention undoubtedly saved their lives. We thank you for your courage and empathy. The City Council acknowledges your accomplishments, dedication to the community, and overall excellence serves as an inspiration for all to follow. And on behalf of our grateful and proud city, we bestow this official citation dated today, 7th day of July, 2026. Thank you, Gary. Come right ahead, please.
I would like to request the family of Gary and our parking director to please join us here, and also our city councilors for a group photo.
Okay. I think the family should go first, right?
Words. Let's give Gary a round of applause.
I don't really do very well at public speaking, but I just want to say that I know most of the time the parking department and a lot of city employees get a bad rap and don't really get acknowledged for the good that they do in the city. So I also want to thank my fellow parking employees, especially Corey and Melinda. They, day in, day out, you know, we witness things that a lot of people don't really think happen, that do happen. And I'm not the first person to acknowledge things that happen, but, you know, it kind of helps that it gets brought to light that people can do things to help other people. We're all human. So we should all help each other. That's all. Thank you.
All right, let's continue. Accept minutes of our June 23, 2026.
Motion to accept those minutes.
Motion by Councilor Field, second by Councilor Avery. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Do we have any communications, Attorney
We do
Lamanna?
one communication, Mr. President. Dear Council President Alan Sugg, pursuant to Section 3.3 of the Lynn City Charter, I hereby appoint Michael J. Donovan to the office of Commissioner of Public Works. I certify that said person is qualified to perform the duties which will be required, and I make this designation solely in the interest of the City of Lynn. I respectfully request that the City Council confirm this appointment at your July 7th, 2026 meeting. Sincerely, Jared C. Nicholson, Mayor.
Motion to accept.
There's a motion from Councilor Matul. Any second?
Second.
Second by Councilor Net. Discussion. Roll call.
Refer to the,
Councilor Avery.
yes.
Councilor Field.
Excuse me, name vote. I'm sorry, Councilor Avery.
Michael J. Donovan.
Councilor Field.
Yes, Michael Donovan.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Mike Donovan.
Councilor Lapierre.
Michael J. Donovan.
Councilor Matul.
Michael J. Donovan.
Councilor McLean.
Michael Donovan.
Councilor Meany.
Mike Donovan.
Councilor Medji Madre.
Michael J. Donovan.
Councilor Net.
Michael Donovan.
Councilor Paez.
Michael Donovan.
Council President Alan Sugg.
Michael Donovan. Mike, we would like to invite you to say something in the podium. Let's give Mike a round of applause. Congratulations.
Almost wore a bow tie tonight.
Love the tie.
Thank you, councilors. Just thank you for your vote of encouragement and gratitude that you have confidence in me to perform this job, and I thank the mayor for putting my name forward and having the confidence in me to get this job done for the city. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
And good luck. All right, do we have public hearing, Attorney Lamanna?
Three public hearings. Petition for a special permit by Paulette LLC to serve alcoholic beverages within 50 feet of a public or private school with grades 8 through 12 at 16A City Hall Square, Lynn Zone Ordinance, Section 3, parentheses C, parentheses 5.
Thank you. Is there anybody here who wish to speak in favor? Please approach the podium with your name, address for the record, please.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the City Council. My name is Attorney Michael Cole of Capano McGloin LLP, located at 101 North Common Street here in Lynn. This evening, I'm appearing on behalf of our client, Powell LLC, in connection with its request for a special permit under Section 3C5 of the Lynn zoning ordinance for the service of alcoholic beverages within 50 feet of a school. Powell LLC operates the Powell Function Room, located at 16A City Hall Square. Some of you may already be familiar with the space or may have attended events there. The building is owned by Centerboard, Inc., a well-known Lynn nonprofit that does important work supporting families and young people through housing, education, employment access, and financial empowerment. The Powell Function Room is an extension of that mission. It provides a community-oriented event space in the downtown, and 100% of its profits are contributed back to Centerboard to support its programs and services. Importantly, prior to tonight's meeting, we We met with Ward 5 Councilor Paez and Dr. John Dolan, head of school at St. Mary's Lynn. We appreciate their time and attention to our request, and we have confirmed their support for this initiative. The function room itself has already been operating successfully for more than a year and has hosted numerous private and community-focused events. To date, when alcohol has been served, it has been done either through a licensed caterer or through one-day liquor licenses issued by the City of Lynn Licensing Commission. The request before the council tonight does not change the nature of the operation. Powell is not proposing a bar, nightclub, package store, or general public drinking establishment. The space will continue to operate as a private event space and function room. Alcoholic beverages would be served only on premises, only in connection with scheduled private events, and typically after school hours. The reason for this request is practical. As the space has become more active and successful, obtaining repeated one-day liquor licenses creates an administrative burden for our client. Therefore, obtaining an annual Section 12 liquor license, if ultimately approved by the Lynn Licensing Commission and the ABCC, would allow POW to operate more efficiently while continuing the same controlled, event-based model that has already been in place. Tonight, the applicant is not asking for the City Council to issue the liquor license. Rather, if the council approves this special permit, the next step will be for our client to proceed before the Lynn Licensing Commission and the ABCC to apply for an annual liquor license. For tonight, this is a limited and reasonable request for an existing function room that has already demonstrated it can operate responsibly and provides a beneficial impact to the city and the neighborhood. The use supports a local nonprofit, contributes to activity in the downtown, and provides a venue for private and community events without changing the existing character of the space. For those reasons, on behalf of Pallet LLC, we respectfully request that the council approve the special permit under Section 3C5. Thank you for your time and consideration, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. You can just take your seat. We'll continue the public hearing, okay? Anybody here wish to speak in favor? In favor? Seeing none, the part of the hearing is closed. Anybody here wish to speak in opposition? Opposition? Opposition. Seeing none, the part of the hearing is closed. What is the wish of the council? Councilor Paez.
I would like to make a motion to approve this special permit.
Seconded.
Second by Councilor Avery. Discussion. Questions?
I'd just like to note that.
Sir, can you come back to the podium? Thank you.
I would just like to note that the Pallet Room, as was mentioned, has been a wonderful community space, particularly in Lynn. There's definitely an appetite to have more places for people to convene and have different pop-up spaces. One of the other commercial uses that it has been used for is for a frequent comedy show as well, which are places for the community to engage and also have an opportunity for small entrepreneurs and people to start out to also take advantage of places within this community. So I'm really excited to allow it to grow. Also, as for its liquid alcoholic beverage, there are other places down the street that also allow for alcohol. So it's not that it's not a difference to the community per se. So they've definitely been doing a lot of really great work, and the profit that they do make is also going back into Center Board to also offer services to Lynn residents in different capacities.
Thank you, Councilor Paez. Any other discussion? Councilor Field.
I just have a quick question on clarification. So it's not just serving drinks, but I think we've all been to an event at the Lynn Museum, for example, where they have a liquor license available and they sell drinks as part of their profit making for whatever type of function event is being hosted at that location. Is this a similar type of license, or is this just able to serve alcohol, not sell it?
Did you hear that question?
Yeah, as I understand, this would be to serve alcohol, and then any profits that are made from those sales would go back to Center Board.
Okay. Thank you.
Any question, discussion? There's a motion from Councilor Paez, a second by Councilor Avery. Roll call.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Yes.
Councilor Lapierre.
Yes.
Councilor Matul.
Yes.
Councilor McLean.
Yes.
Councilor Meany.
Yes.
Councilor Majmadri.
Yes.
Councilor Net.
Yes.
Councilor Paez.
Yes. Yes.
Council President Allen Sugg.
Yes. Petition carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, second public hearing,
Second
Attorney
public hearing, petition for a special permit by Jolly Vapors to operate a sensitive retail business adult use tobacco store in an urban business B2 zoning district at 431, 433 Chatham Street.
Is there anybody here wish to speak in favor? In favor? In favor. Seeing none, that part of the hearing is closed. Anybody here wish to speak in opposition? 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 Seeing none, the part of the hearing is closed. What is the wish of the council? Councilor Matul.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to make a motion to deny the special permit. After doing due diligence and research and working with our city solicitors and the health department, I found out that there are several recorded violations made by Jolly Vapors in the last 5 years. April 2020, the city's health director reported to Lynn Police Department that Jolly Vapors appeared to be open when they were supposed to be closed because they were a non-essential business during COVID. April 2021, during an unannounced compliance check, a minor was permitted to enter Jolly Vapors and purchase a flavored nicotine product. This transaction resulted in 3 violations for which Jolly Vapors was fined $8,000 and their license was suspended for 37 days. October 2023, Lynn Police Department arrived at 104 Woodman Street location after receiving reports of a trunk-or-treat event being held at Jolly Vapors that they were sponsoring. May 2025, there were multiple shootings in the spring and summer at Barry Park near Jolly Vapors, although the Lynn Police Department has not been able to conclude or have any evidence that the shootings have any connection to Jolly Vapors. This is still a safety concern because they were within their proximity. May 23, 2025, an inspectional services code enforcement officer conducted an inspection on the property at 104 Woodman Street and found a locked space that contained, and I quote, hundreds or if not thousands of vaping products that are illegal in the state of Massachusetts. In response to this inspection and other complaints received on July 3 of 2025, Inspectional Services Department issued a cease and desist order to the owner of the property, Jolly Vapors landlord, informing the landlord that there were several unapproved occupancies at the property, informing them that their operations at that location were not permitted. As the ward counselor, this is a safety concern to myself. The location that they want to go to is about 3 blocks away from Lynn English High School. We have a lot of youth, and with the violations that they have allowed minors to buy tobacco products, that's a safety concern. 3 blocks up the street, we also have Hood Elementary, which is another a school with little children. A lot of parents are around that, so it's a safety concern. And I think, and I ask my colleagues to support me on this one, and I make a motion to deny it.
There's a motion by Councilor Matul, second by Councilor Field. Discussion. Roll call.
Councilor Avery.
To deny.
Councilor Field.
Yes to deny.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Yes to deny.
Councilor Lapierre.
Yes to deny.
Councilor Matul.
Yes to deny.
Councilor McLean.
Yes to deny.
Councilor Meany.
Deny.
Councilor Meji Madre.
Yes to deny.
Councilor Net.
Yes to deny.
Councilor Paez.
Yes to deny.
Council President Allenson.
Deny.
Unanimous vote of the council.
Unanimous vote. Petition carries. What is the third public hearing, Councilor?
Third and final public hearing this evening is a public hearing on the proposed administrative code of the City of Lynn by the Honorable Mayor Garrett C. Nicholson.
Is there anybody here who wishes to speak in favor? Mayor Nicholson?
Good evening, Council President, City Councilors. Thank you so much for this opportunity to speak in favor of the code. I have been told that the council plans to reject the administrative code, but for the sake of transparency, I want to be here to explain why I support the code. And why I think that would be the wrong decision. So the charter requires us to have an administrative code. 8 months ago, we sent the City Council a letter explaining what the code is and our plan for preparing it, which included hiring an outside expert, which the council then voted to approve. The proposed code has been prepared over the last 6 months following the final enactment of the charter by a team from my office, those experts I mentioned from the Collins Center at UMass Boston, and extensive conversations with different department heads, which process was discussed at multiple department head meetings at which the council is, of course, represented by its staff. I believe that the code will allow us to improve city operations and get better results for our residents. But I think by creating a structure that supports deeper collaboration among departments, we can expect more cohesion and better coordination, whether it be health programming for veterans or parking consideration in development. I have had extensive conversations with those counselors who have responded to my outreach, including in-person meetings last week as well as this week. In those meetings, a concern was raised about language that certain counselors felt didn't fully capture their role. And while I think that the intent of that sentence in question meant something different, in good faith I agreed to clarify the language and submitted new language that I believe addresses that concern. And after sharing what I had presented as a draft order with the council president yesterday, I received another suggestion that was offered to incorporate a call for review of the code every 4 years, which I also agreed would be something we could work, which I communicated to the law department. The charter, our charter, clearly states that the council can only approve or reject the administrative code. So attempting to amend it is really in violation of the charter. The charter says only. And, that's the charter that we all took an oath to uphold. That also means that the decision that's presented by this order is clear. You can vote against the administrative code, which is the same as voting for the status quo, or you can vote to approve the code and vote for the positive change in our community that I know our constituents, I believe our constituents are looking for. So I have offered to incorporate my understanding of the specific requests that we have gotten so far. I know I am familiar with that the council has 60 days to vote on this, which means that you could table this tonight and still have time to take the vote in your meeting in August. If you do choose to table it, I would be more than happy to work with representatives from the council on other suggestions that you may have. Otherwise, I do plan to resubmit the code with those changes that have been raised, and I hope the council will take it up in a timely manner so that we can continue to address the many important matters that we have at hand. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Anybody here wish to speak in favor? In favor? In favor, seeing none, that part of the hearing is closed. Anybody here wish to speak in opposition? Opposition? Opposition, seeing none, the part of the hearing is closed. What is the wish of the council?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve. Second? Discussion. There's no second discussion.
Can I make a different motion? I'd like to make a motion to table.
No second?
I
What is
second the motion.
another motion?
I would like to second the motion to table.
Said motion, do you second the second to motion
The
to
amendment,
table?
yes.
Okay, so discussion.
There is no discussion on the table.
No discussion table. They do roll call.
Roll call, correct. Councilor Avery.
No.
Councilor Field.
No.
Councilor Hogan.
No.
Councilor LaPierre.
No.
Councilor Matul.
No.
Councilor McLean.
Yes, to tabling it.
Councilor Meany.
No.
Councilor Medjmadre.
No.
Councilor Net.
No.
Councilor Paez.
Yes.
Council President Allenson.
No. So, carries. Any other wish for the council?
Motion to approve.
Motion.
There's no motion to approve. There's
Motion to deny.
motion denied. Any second? Second by Councilor
Second.
Councilor Meany, discussion. Can I request the legal opinion from our solicitor, if you can please, Attorney Mara? Because the mayor clearly says that it's a violation if we know it's in the charter, but it doesn't also say the language of like returning it back to the mayor to fix it and then send it back to us. Can you please explain that?
May I grab my charter?
Please do.
The ability to amend. It's an original document.
It's the original. So, the mayor is correct in the sense that the council does not have the ability to make amendments. The language of the charter does say that the city council shall, by a majority vote within such period, vote to disapprove or approve the plan. It also says the mayor may prepare and submit to the city council these administrative orders.
So, but it doesn't also say that if we vote no to this administration code, it will go back to the mayor and resubmit it back to us. That is not stated in the charter. That means we can still do it.
The charter is silent on that, so the law department has read the charter as allowing the mayor to resubmit an administrative code if the one he has presented is rejected by the council.
Thank you. That's what I want to hear. Thank you, Attorney Mara. Any discussion? Councilor Avery.
Yeah, thank you, Council President. First, I want to thank the Mayor's office, Danier, and the entire team. Obviously, this administrative code took a lot of time, and I appreciate that. I talked to Danier in the Mayor's office yesterday and had a good conversation about a lot of my concerns that was in this current administrative code. I'm confident that if the mayor's office works in collaboration with the city council and having us at that table and having those discussions, we are the legislative body. We will deny or approve, and I think it's very important that we have a voice at that table to talk and work things out to make things happen in our city. This is not a vote of no confidence in our mayor or any of that. This is a simple message that we want to be at the table and work to develop an administrative code that is best for our residents and not for just this administration, but many administrations that come past us, because none of us in this table today are going to outlast administrative code amendment. We have to remember that. This could be 10, 20 years from now, and we need to make decisions that make sense for our future as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Avery. Councilor McLean.
Well, I want to begin by saying that I support the concept of an administrative code. I believe our city should have a document that clearly defines departments, responsibilities, and administrative procedures. I appreciate the work that went into the procedures, just as Councilor Avery does. But however, after reviewing the complete administrative code and meeting with the mayor and carefully considering its impact, my vote is not because I oppose the administrative code, it's because I believe a document of this significance deserves a more collaborative process and should include stronger provisions that promote transparency and legislative oversight. Although this is an executive document, it also describes how the executive branch, city council, and city departments interact. It addresses how information flows, how departments communicate with the council. It affects the work of both branches. I believe the council has a responsibility to carefully review it and offer meaningful input. During my meeting with the mayor, I offered ideas that I believed would strengthen the document, not to make government more difficult to manage, but to make it more transparent and accountable. One idea was the creation of simple department performance dashboards that would allow residents and councilors to see measurable outcomes over time. While I understand the mayor is the city's chief executive, I believe the council also has an independent responsibility to evaluate departmental performance as we make legislative and budgetary decisions. Structured reporting is one way to strengthen, not weaken, good government. I understand that dashboard may require resources to implement, My suggestion was never about creating an expensive technology project overnight. It was about beginning a conversation on how we can modernize government, improve transparency, and make information more accessible to both residents and the council. I believe those ideas deserve thoughtful consideration as we continue implementing the charter. Another suggestion I made was to include language encouraging appointments to our boards and commissions that they be reflective of the diversity of Lynn. I viewed that as an opportunity to affirm our shared commitment to ensuring that many voices and experiences within our community are represented in the work of city government. Finally, I recognize that some of my colleagues have raised questions about the organizational changes proposed in the administrative code, including the creation of chief-level positions and the potential budget implications associated with those changes. Those are reasonable questions and deserve clear answers as we move forward. Ultimately, my responsibility as a counselor is not simply to approve documents because they fall under the purview of the executive branch. My responsibility is to read them carefully, ask questions, offer ideas for improvement, and vote based on what I believe is best for a long-term interest of the city of Lynn. I hope this is not the end of the conversation. My vote today reflects my belief that governance documents should continue to evolve, and I remain committed to working collaboratively to strengthen them in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor McLean. Any discussion? Councilor Madri.
Thank you, Mr. President. So I appreciate the tremendous amount of work that has gone into preparing this proposed administrative code. I recognize that the goal is to create a more organized and efficient structure for city government under our new charter. That is an objective I believe everyone on the council shares. After carefully reviewing the proposal, however, I cannot support it in its current form. My concerns are not about any individual or any current administration. My vote is about the long-term structure of our government and our responsibility to preserve an appropriate balance between the executive and legislative branches. One of my greatest concerns is the provision stating that in the event of a conflict, the administrative code prevails over city ordinances. Ordinances are enacted by the elected legislative body after public hearings, debate, and votes. They reflect the policy-making authority entrusted in this council by the people of Lynn. I believe we should be extremely cautious about adopting language that could diminish that authority. I am also concerned that provisions that centralize communication between city departments and the city council through the mayor's office. As councilors, one of our most important responsibilities is oversight. To fulfill that responsibility, we must have timely and independent access to information from the departments we fund and oversee. Effective oversight requires open communication, transparency, and accountability. Throughout this proposal, administrative authority is increasingly centralized within the executive branch. While efficiency is important, efficiency should never come at the expense of checks and balances. Good government depends not only on clear lines of authority, but also on independent oversight and shared accountability. Another concern I have is that the code grants broad authority to future or reorganizations of city government. While those powers may be exercised responsibly today, we must remember that we are not writing this code for one administration. We are establishing a framework that will govern future administration, whose priorities, leadership styles, and interpretations may differ significantly from those of today. As legislators, it is our responsibility to evaluate not only how authority will be exercised today, but also how it could be exercised years from now. I also believe there are provisions that deserve additional public discussion before we permanently establish them. Once adopted, an administrative code becomes the operating framework of our municipal government. We owe it to our residents, employees, boards, commissions, and future elected officials to ensure that framework reflects the strongest possible commitment to transparency, accountability, and a balanced governance. My vote against this proposal should not be interpreted as opposition to modernization or administrative efficiency. I support modernizing city government. I support clear organizational structures. I support improving how our government operates. What I cannot support is adopting a framework that is, in my judgment, concentrates too much administrative authority within one branch of government without sufficient legislative safeguards. For those reasons, and with respect to everyone who contributed to this document, I will be voting no. I hope this proposal can return with revisions that preserve the efficiency it seeks while strengthening transparency, protecting the legislative role of this council, and maintaining the balance of authority that serves the people of Lynn best. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Medjugorje. Councilor Lapierre.
Thank you, Mr. President. Let me start off first off by thanking my colleagues for articulating so many salient points that I was going to bring up that now I do not have to. And because of that, and their wisdom and brilliance that preceded me, they make great points, and really not a slight to the mayor, because the mayor has invested in his administration, have invested time on this as well. I do find the timing a little striking because we have sat here before, and this is the first in my 11 years that I've heard of such an administrative code. I know it's reflected in the charter, but it's taking us 275 years and 50-plus mayors to come up with an administrative code. And unless we have an original on file somewhere in some record keeping, this would be its first iteration of such. And to do something of this magnitude without full council awareness, participation, input, oversight, collaboration, it would be foolish. And I'm sorry, I apologize, but my phone is not ringing off the hook around this issue right now. I have yet to field an email, a text message, a phone call, a Facebook Messenger, a post on social media regarding this. It is not, let's say, a priority of my work right now. Now, that could change. If we have the neighborhood involvement, if we have citizenry participation, as we did, for example, the ARPA process, where we were inclusive and really put out survey and got input from our community, true input, and that people don't fear the code, but embrace the code and find its value, then that would be a whole different construct. I have thought about this a little bit the last few weeks. Again, I don't feel the urgency to adopt such a code this evening. That's not to say it can't be adopted in the future. However, it must include, as I say, my colleagues' very purposeful, intentional examples that they have given tonight of what can make this a real strong document for our city to be governed by. And again, a lot of past mayors, first time we've had this presented to us. And on that note, I would like to instruct our city solicitor's department to please find the councilors in examples of existing administrative codes that other municipalities have adopted over the last decade or so that we might have them in our packets over the next month to review, to take the good from them, to reflect and mirror upon exactly what other cities use as a code beyond their charter. And that would help inform us, I think, toward a better representation of the document we have before us right now. Because, again, I'm not as familiar with an administrative code as I am our charter, and I've just operated the last dozen years or so under the charter being the way in which we see city government and how it is organized and run. So, thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Lapierre.
I would put that in a motion if we have to, or a request to the solicitor's office.
Any Discussion.
I just want to thank
Councilor
Lapierre
McLean.
and for mentioning the city solicitors and asking them to look deeper into other administrative codes. I think that was a great offering.
Okay, any discussion? I would like to request Councilor President Hogan to.
Not over here.
Council President Allenton.
Thank you, Council Vice President. I want to be clear, I am not against the administration code. It is in our charter, we have to pass an administration code. I know each of the councilors has had opportunity to meet with the mayor regarding the proposed administrative code. In my meetings with the mayor, I have raised some issues that I have with the proposed code, including one issue relating to the ability of councilors to communicate with department heads over constituents' issues and others. The mayor has expressed a willingness to work on amending the code to address my concerns. I therefore make a motion pursuant to Section 6-1 of the Lynn City Charter to disapprove His Honor the Mayor's Administrative Code dated June 5, 2026. I further move to request His Honor the Mayor to prepare a revised administrative code to be submitted to the City Council which addresses stated concerns of the Lynn City Council. I also recommend that His Honor the Mayor consult with 2 city councilors selected by the Council President while preparing the revised administration code for the City Council consideration. I will further add Councilor Lapierre's motion to include our city solicitor with this discussion. I'm looking for a motion to approve.
Motion made by Councilor Allenton.
We already have a motion on the floor.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we have a motion on the floor, but I'm happy to do a friendly amendment.
Wait. Councilor, thank you, Councilor Vice President. Friendly amendment, Councilor.
Yeah, more than happy to do a friendly amendment to add that we ask the mayor to bring 2 representatives from the Lynn City Council that will be appointed by the council president. Additionally, to ask the legal department to research and to look up additional administrative codes in other municipalities across the Commonwealth to address this. And I think there was one more that was.
What is the other one, Councilor Lapierre?
That was it from me.
That was it?
Yep,
Yep, good.
Okay.
I did it.
Oh, yeah,
All
I
right.
just want to incorporate Councilor Lapierre's amendment.
I would also like to add in consideration of some of the work that the mayor and his team has done. I would assume they've also looked at other administrative codes, so maybe combining and within those sessions, figuring out what pieces were taken from other administrative codes and mostly just not redoing some of the work that's already been done. I would also, sorry, I'm like really sick.
Bless you.
I would also like to add, if there is a certain timeline that we want to get this passed by, particularly thinking about as we get into the busier season for the winter, not getting stuck into that 6-month implementation after this is approved right in the middle of snow plow season. So just making sure that we're mindful of different operations and seasonality for the needs of the community.
Councilor McLean.
Yeah, I would
Councilor McLean, sorry.
Go ahead, sorry.
I just had
Councilor Vini.
I just had a question. So we're making a motion to have 2 city councilors to have input on the administrative code, but is the mayor under any legal obligation to actually do that? Because the charter is ambiguous on that point. I mean, we can have the city attorney.
We are making recommendations.
Okay, so we
So we're not appointing,
on
yeah.
the face, it doesn't have to happen, it's not going to happen. All right,
Good point.
fair enough.
Yeah, Councilor McLean.
And I would like clarity on the tabling motion, because when the mayor was at the podium, it was my understanding that tabling would mean that we can continue this conversation and create something that we could actually agree upon. So is that not what the tabling?
We can ask our city solicitor for an answer, but that tabled motion has already been.
I know it's already,
yeah.
but I just wanted the clarity.
Correct. Attorneys? This is just for FYI purpose. It's already been voted down.
So under the charter, you have the right to vote it up or down.
Yep.
You don't have the right to amend it. If you vote it down, it's up to the mayor whether he wants to submit a further administrative order. The council doesn't have any authority to require him to work with the council to administer the administrative code. In his defense, I will note that the charter required that an administrative code be submitted to the council within 6 months, so it was a condensed time in order to come up with the administrative code. But under that charter, the only authority that the council has is to either vote it up or down.
Okay.
And I'm sorry.
So he will still go back here.
The
Councilor McLean.
clarification on the tabling.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, yes.
Obviously, if you table it, then the administrative order remains live. And should the mayor want to work with the city council in order to try to address its concerns between now and August 4th, that would be up to the mayor, but it would remain alive. Other than that, I guess that answers your question.
It does, thank you.
Correct, but it's voted down, so I have to.
I know it's voted.
Any conversation, discussion? So just to be clear, we're voting, when we do roll call, yes is no is we're not voting with this administration code.
Motion, it's good, counterintuitive. Motion to deny, yes would be a motion to deny.
Yeah. Yes
No
would be a
would
motion
be
to
a
deny.
motion not to deny.
So there's a motion to deny.
Yes,
and there's
and you have
second.
my friendly amendment that I
The
added.
two friendly amendments.
Correct.
The solicitor provide other examples of administrative code and a recommendation that came from the council president that two councilors work with the mayor on a newly submitted administrative code.
Thank you, Attorney Lamanna. All right, so vote yes to deny, no to.
Seconded.
Second.
Seconded with the friendly amendments.
Thank you, Councilor Lapierre. Roll call.
Council Avery.
Yes to deny.
Councilor Field.
No.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Yes to deny.
Council LaPierre.
Yes.
Council Matul.
Yes to deny.
Council McLean.
Yes.
Council Meany.
Yes.
Council Mejimadri.
Yes to deny.
Council Net.
No.
Council Pius.
It's a hard one. I'll say yes.
And Council President Allensug.
Yes. With a vote of 9-2, this administration code fails. All right. Do we have any public hearing to be set down?
We do. Would you like to take them as a whole?
Yes, please do.
In Ward 5, petition of Exonet for a grant of location for underground work on Pleasant Street by placing 12.7 feet of conduit from the existing Exonet manhole. In Ward 1, petition of National Grid to install underground facilities on Maple Street, beginning at a point approximately 90 feet south of the center line at the intersection of Maple Street and Euclid Avenue, continuing approximately 10 feet in the westerly direction. National Grid to install 10-foot by 1 to 2-inch conduit from an existing pole 45-1 to private property to provide permanent overhead underground services in the Flax Pond rest area. Petition to National Grid to install facilities on Hanson Street, beginning at a point 175 east of the center line of the intersection of Hanson Street and the Linway, and continuing approximately 70 feet in the southwesterly direction. National Grid to install 70 feet of 2 to 3-inch conduit from existing pole 28-0 on Hanson Street to provide a permanent overhead to underground service for Hanson Street lighting. Okay, that's Council 6.
Thank you.
Motion to set.
Motions by Councilor Field. Any second?
Second.
Second, Councilor Lapierre. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Committee reports. Election Subcommittee, Councilor Avery.
We had an unanimous decision by the subcommittee to approve and accept the election warrant for the 2026 primary and final elections in November.
So there's a motion made by Councilor Avery, second by Councilor Field. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Women and Gender Equality Committee, Councilor McLean.
We had our first inaugural meeting today. There were no votes taken, but we did hear from the Essex County Commission on the Status of Women, and I encourage everyone to please follow them on Facebook and also Instagram. Take a look at their work and stay abreast of what's going on in our county with the women in our county and the girls.
Thank you,
And I make a
Councilor
motion
McLean.
to approve.
Thank you. On a personal note, it was an amazing meeting. I'm so glad to listen, to know about a lot of activities and programs happening in the city and the county. Utilities Committee, Councilor Matul.
Thank you, Mr. President. We had a unanimous vote, so I'll make a motion to accept.
Motion made by Councilor Matul, second by
Councilor Lapierre.
Councilor Lapierre. All those in favor?
Aye.
The opposed, the ayes have it. Council appointments.
Public hearing.
Public property. That was
Yes,
public
thank you,
property.
Mr. President. Again, we had a unanimous vote. I would like to make a motion to accept again.
Second. Motion by Councilor, second by Councilor Lapierre. The ayes have it. Council Appointment Subcommittee, Councilor Medji Madri.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Council Appointment Subcommittee met, and we voted to appoint John J. Walsh to the Water and Sewer Commission. I would like to roll call vote, please.
So there's the name submitted to this full council, the name of former Council President Jay Walsh. Roll call, name vote only.
Second?
Second by Councilor Field. Discussion? Roll call.
I would.
Councilor Avery.
Yes, J. John Walsh.
Councilor Field.
Hold on, Avery, there's a discussion.
Yeah.
All right.
Councilor Paez.
Yeah. So during that committee meeting, we also discussed a few other candidates that came up top of mind, thinking about who are the representatives that are currently on the commission versus what are the skill sets that would also support the work that's currently happening for the city. I personally had spoken about how exceptional Jay Walsh would be, considering his experience with the city and knowledge of how the system works. However, there is also this level of folks that are needed to do more financial accounting and figuring out what we could be doing to financially offset some of these rates for our residents. And one of the candidates that had stood out for me was Jennifer James, particularly with her experience around public and private funding, which offers a new opportunity for us to start thinking about what the city could be doing in collaboration. She has also had a lot of experience within different systems thinking. She is a graduate from Harvard and has studied different environmental practices, but is also, throughout her day job, thinking about how different pieces of the built environment also integrates with environmental justice, et cetera, which I think would be an invaluable asset to have on this commission. So I do want to echo that to the rest of the councilors as you are making this decision about who the fifth and final commissioner is for this role and what values we want to continue to have as we move forward.
Thank you, Councilor Paez. I know Jen would be an amazing addition in the future, so let's keep an open mind, continue applying if there's an opening soon, because we need her on one of these days. But there is already a motion already submitted. There's a majority vote
recommendation
coming from the committee. So
And
that's part of
we're
the
gonna do an
discussion. I
vote,
know.
so-
Any other discussion? Roll call, name vote only.
Councilor Avery.
J. John Walsh.
Councilor Field.
Yes, John J. Walsh.
Council Vice President Hogan, absent. Councilor Lapierre.
John J. Walsh.
Councilor Matul.
John J. Walsh.
Councilor McLean.
Jennifer James.
Councilor Meany.
Jay Walsh.
Councilor Medjimedre.
John J. Walsh.
Councilor Net.
J. Walsh.
Councilor Paez.
Jennifer James.
Councilor President Allensug.
John J. Walsh. Congratulations, Jay Walsh. On a personal note, you know, he's a former city councilor and a former council president. He could easily be appointed to any positions if he wants to, commissions or boards, because he loves the city. But for him to come to this chamber and being interviewed and being grilled by the councilors says something about his personality, that he blended with our new rule here in the city council. So to you, Mr. Walsh, congratulations. You'll be reporting to the Lynn Water Sewer meeting on Monday, Councilor Matul, was it? Next Monday?
Next Monday.
Monday. Congratulations. Licensing Committee, Councilor Field.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have a unanimous vote by our committee. I make a motion to approve that.
Second.
Second by Councilor Lapierre. All those in favor?
Aye.
Both the ayes have it. Ways and Means, Councilor Net.
Mr. President, yes, all unanimous vote of the committee, I make a motion to approve. Thank you.
Second.
Second by Councilor Lapierre. Motion made. Roll call, please.
Would you like,
Okay, can you please read this?
would you like me to take them as a whole?
Take them as a whole.
$54,191.60 to the Lynn Health Department to fully fund the FY26 formula grant. $250,000 to the City of Lynn Planning Department to fund the FY27 TDI equity project. $100,000 to the Lynn Health Department for the FY27 Regional Mobility Manager Community Transportation Coordinator Grant Project. $70,000 to the Lynn Police Department to fund the FY27 Behavioral Health Intervention Program grant. $25,000 to the Lynn Police Department for the FY27 Jail Diversion Program grant. $12,500 to the Lynn Health Department for the 2026 Healthy Summer Youth Jobs Grant Program. $55,000 to the Lynn School Department from the Eastern Bank Foundation to support a partnership with Cartwheel to remove mental health barriers to student success. $25,000 to the Lynn School Department from the Van Otterloo Family Foundation to support a partnership with Cartwheel to remove mental health barriers to student success. $520,000 to the Lynn Library from the Robert Richard Alfo Revocable Trust to be used to promote and utilize the Lynn Public Library.
All right, there's a motion, there's a second. Roll call.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Yes.
Councilor Lapierre.
Yes.
Councilor Matul.
Yes.
Councilor McLean.
Yes.
Councilor Meany.
Yes.
Councilor Meji Madre.
Yes.
Councilor Net.
Yes.
Councilor Paez.
Present.
Council President Allensug.
Yes, do we have any emergency, Councilor?
There's no emergency vote, Mr. President.
No emergency.
There was one order on the Ways and Means.
Can you please read it?
Order that the Lynn City Council hereby authorizes honor the mayor to enter into a contract on behalf of the Lynn Police Department with Allcom Technologies, Inc. Said contract will have a 5-year term from July 1, 2026 to June 30th, 2031, during which time Allcom Technologies shall provide communication systems maintenance for the Lynn LPD communications equipment. Further ordered that the mayor is authorized to execute any and all contracts, agreements, or amendments necessary to carry out the terms, purposes, and conditions of the contract.
There's any motion to approve? By Councilor Net, any second?
Second.
Second by Councilor Field. Roll call.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Yes.
Councilor Lapierre.
Yes.
Councilor Matul.
Yes.
Councilor McLean.
Yes.
Councilor Meany.
Yes.
Councilor Meji Madre.
Yes.
Councilor Net.
Yes.
Councilor Paez.
Yes.
Council President Allensug.
Yes. Do we have any old business or new business?
This,
Councilor? You're all set?
Yeah.
Thank you. New business.
One item on new business, ordered that Lynn City Council hereby authorizes honor the mayor to sign a memorandum of agreement on behalf of the City of Lynn with the Massachusetts Department of Transportation, MassDOT. Pursuant to the MOA, MassDOT shall provide the City of Lynn with upgraded traffic signals equipment as part of its Vulnerable Road User Assessment Project. Said agreement to be installed as provided in the MOA. Further, order the mayor is authorized to execute any and all contracts, agreements, or amendments necessary to carry out the terms, purposes, and conditions of this memorandum of agreement.
Any motion to this?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by Councilor Avery, any second by Councilor Hogan. Discussion.
Just,
Councilor Avery.
yeah, I just want to say I received this. This looks fantastic. I'd like to thank the planning department, Aaron, and everybody involved. I see some more 7 streets in there, which is awesome, and a much-needed upgrade to our traffic system. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Avery. Roll call.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Council Vice President Hogan.
Yes.
Councilor Lapierre.
Yes.
Councilor Matul.
Yes.
Councilor McLean.
Yes.
Councilor Meany.
Yes.
Councilor Meji Madre.
Yes.
Councilor Net.
Yes.
Councilor Paez.
Yes.
Council President Allensug.
Yes, thank you. Another new business, Attorney Lamana.
We have a presentation regarding the Lynn Cultural Council / Public Arts Commission.
Okay, so we are almost done. We are very happy that we have 2 organizations in our city, the Lynn Cultural Council and Lynn Public Arts. They're one of the commissions and boards under the city. Please introduce your name and your address for the record.
Good evening. My name is Sunil Gulab. Address is 27 Lafayette Park.
And your position in the Lynn Cultural?
I'm the admin in the Lynn Cultural Council. I have been a member for, I think, the first 4 years, and then admin for the following 5. Just to tell you a little bit. Do you want to know about the council?
It's your,
Okay.
take it away.
Just to let you know what the Lynn Cultural Council is about, it's we distribute about $102,000 annually that comes from the Mass Cultural Council to the arts and culture communities, including humanities and sciences, for the city of Lynn. We do have directives from the Mass Cultural Council, but they also give us some authority to make decisions on our own. I'm very proud to be a part of this group. It does truly represent Lynn well. Whoever picked the council members did a great job. We have it's between 9 and 12 or 13 members, where some people are leaving the city of Lynn, so it is going to change. But it does represent the youth, the elderly, different communities, and it is a very energetic group, in that when it comes time to divvy out the funds, we have good, healthy discussions and sometimes arguments, and sometimes the meetings have to be extended and we go on weeks at a time, because people are so passionate about some project or the other. And the way we do it is we divvy out about 90 proposals every year. And amongst the 10 council members, each person grabs a bunch and then presents them to the rest of the members and talks about the pros and the cons. A lot of times we give love to local artists versus people from other cities. We do get other artists and organizers from neighboring cities who will have an event and say that X amount of Lynn residents come. And so we do look at them, but we give preference to local Lynn residents. We also try and target marginalized communities, people who are not represented in everyday life, or if you go to a festival, you typically don't see them. So we give preference to people who have not applied. We do try and get the word out to these communities. We had a Kamai presentation a couple of years ago, which we've never had before, at the Lynn Museum. And also a good example, if you've been to the Kamai New Year, that was also sponsored by the Lynn Cultural Council. So we got the word out to them to apply. And we also have assistance for people to help them with the application. English is not the first language for many, so we're always open to help, especially new applicants, and we try to spread the love as evenly and equitably as possible. I can answer any questions if you have, but.
Can we invite Joanna first, and then you can both be ready, and then the councilors can ask. Joanna, take it away.
Hi, my name is Joanna Cacciuola. I live at 237 Lewis Street. I'm the current chair of the Lynn Public Arts Commission. I joined the commission in the fall of 2021, and I've been chair since the winter of 2024. Up until recently, we had significant challenges with quorum and membership, but working with representatives from City Hall, we have lowered the number of commission seats from 11 to 9, which has helped tremendously in our ability to meet quorum and actually get work done. So right now, we have 8 of those 9 seats filled. The 2 most recent appointments, a couple months ago, have really strengthened the work of the Lynn Public Arts Commission. And so we have been able to put together our first call for art in about a year. It's the Seasonal Inspirations, funded by the Lynn Cultural Council. Thank you. And that is the first of 2 Linspiration exhibitions that are going to be in the Community Hall Gallery here in City Hall. The call for art is still open until July 20th, so please encourage your residents and community members to apply. The artist will be given a stipend for materials and then an artist fee, and it's all on the theme of fall. In addition to the grant that LCC gave us for this project, we also received $500 from them for marketing and project support so that we can be more present in the community, tabling at events like Inside Out and the Arts and Culture Festival, and have art materials at our table to promote what we're doing and just promote arts within Lynn. Other recent projects that you are likely aware we completed were the On the Move bus shelters, which were funded through ITDP and the Barr Foundation, and the fabric of the community utility boxes, which was funded through the New England Foundation for the Arts. Without the foundation support, grant support, we are unable to put together public art projects because we do not have a budget or finances of our own. I'm looking forward to working with Marissa, who, as you all know, recently joined as the Arts and Culture Planner. And I am open to answer any questions with Sunil.
Thank you, Joanna. And Sunil, just wanted to know this Ward 3 represented by these two individuals. But, I used to be the chairman of Lynn Cultural Council, so I'm fully aware about their work. But a lot of our residents don't know that you give money to help them with their projects, and a lot of them have not heard of you guys. So I'm glad that you're here, and if they want to reach out to you, what would be the best website or best contact number to reach out?
My personal number is on the Lynn Cultural Council website.
Can you say it here?
978-968-4972. But I do take calls.
Coco's number. Yeah. Coco's number. My old number, actually.
Let them take them.
Got it. Any questions from the councilors?
I do have a question.
Councilor McLean.
You guys offer grant funding. When does the grant cycles begin?
Good question.
Great question. If you have more time, I can tell you way more than you need to know. So it's annually, and it typically opens mid-September, around 15th or the 16th, until mid-October. Yeah. And those deadlines are very strict. We've had people who have said that they've had issues with the application and they didn't hit send or something or the other. If you miss the deadline, there's nothing we can do about it.
Do you only offer technical assistance during the grant cycle, or does it go in year-round too?
If anyone calls, so the web page where you apply is closed outside of that window, but I'm always there to help. And people do call, and they do get assistance. Yes, yes.
Any questions? There's also, some people are also afraid to apply because some of the applications intimidating, or some of them don't have computers, and it's an online application. Do you guys still provide?
Yes, I handhold.
Okay.
Yeah, no matter what people need, if they call, I will help them. We used to. We haven't had it done the last 2 years, but we used to hold sessions at Gala.
Yep.
Where people would come in and would actually bring their computer and we'd work with them through it. It is very user-friendly, but obviously for many people who English is not the first language, there are hurdles, but we will handhold, and we do want new applications. So that's one of the charges of the council, is to get the word out, but also encourage people who have not applied before to apply. And we give preference to first-time applicants.
Good. Very good. Any questions for the councilors? Thank you, guys. If we have any questions, we'll call Sunil's number, which is my old number. What is the wish of the council? Councilor Net.
Make a motion to adjourn, Mr. President.
Second.
Second.